Yo, what's up everybody, how you doing? Today is the Q&A video, actually question and answers. In the past few days I asked you on Instagram and also on my YouTube. Let me know whatever you want to know from me, questions. I got actually quite a lot of questions, which is good for the video purposes. Gonna be a while until I'm gonna answer all, so I hope so you're gonna enjoy. I will start with the first question. Actually, that's actually many questions, but I will start. Whoever ask me something first. I will go from this way. Let's start with the first one. Favorite thing about the Canada? Actually, I don't know, guys, because I'm here just for a week and few days. There are many things at the beginning when you are coming to a new place where you never been. You will like it. And there is no difference with this one today. Definitely that, as the weather is great. Weather is just simply great. There are 4 seasons here in Canada, which is a good thing. Very the same, actually, not very similar, but the same like in Poland, in Europe, and in everywhere in Central Europe, actually. Right now is the autumn, gold autumn. As you can see, the leaves changing colors, which is cool. But also everything is spacious here. The cars are great. I mean, a lot of nice cars with the big engines, what we don't have it in Asia, and also in Europe due to the ecological norm. In Asia, because it's Asia, they never had actually cars with the big engines. Here are. So if you're a fan of motorization of the cars like me, definitely you will find this one is interesting. Also, they have Acura, what I film, what is only available in North America. Either is paradoxically Honda, but luxury version of Honda, like Lexus. And of course, everything is different. American food, American way of everything. So this one may be cool, but it's too early for me to answer this question. What is favorite one? But that's somehow actually the answer. That's a lot of interesting things. Is my favorite one? Is definitely cool and it's different. Now that you've experienced Canada, would you live there? I've been here only for a week. But in general, for the question, this one I could say as why not? Actually, why not? Canada and US, there are people from all around the world, immigrants from all around the world living here. That's how it's work here. So why actually I wouldn't live here? Generally, I would like to live in either in US, in Canada, or in Europe without any problem, as long as it's first world country, as long as you can make a good living here or there. I would like to live. There is no problem at all, just because how everything looks like, or how's the people around, or something like that. It's no bother for me. If that's only the reason, if I would like to live, sure, why not? But of course, either here in Canada, either in next door in US, or either in Poland or anywhere else, except that, how is the food, how is everything outside, I also would like to make some good thing for living. That's also very important. But overall, why not? Canada, why not? Are you going to see the CN Tower? I'm not sure actually about this one, guys. CN Tower is like a very popular landmark here. Actually, let me know in the comment section, should I go to CN Tower or maybe just give it a pass? Even if so, I will go on my last day in Canada on Monday, because my flight is at 10:30 p.m. So basically I have a whole day to do this, and I don't need that much time and energy and effort to going to the CN Tower. So yeah, actually, if I'm gonna visit CN Tower or not is up to you. Write in the comment section down below. If there will be many yes, I will go. If nobody say anything or just one person, probably not. What's your favorite food in Canada? I will combine this question actually together. What is this poutine thing all about? Because in Canada, overall, there will be mostly Western food. But of course, you will have Vietnamese restaurants, Thai restaurants, Indonesian restaurants, any other restaurants from all around the world. Probably if I would really look like for, I could find a Polish restaurant here as well, because there is over 1.1 million Polish people living in Canada, and many of them, they already become the Canadian actually, so the numbers are even more. So why not? Yeah, what is this thing all about the poutine? Poutine is very interesting dish actually. It's very simple. basically. And for me, when I tried for the first time, it's like a combination of French cuisine with English, British cuisine. Basically, they are French fries, which they are technically not French because they are Belgian, but that's a different story. But the French fries with the cheese, I'm not sure about this cheese, this is kind of special cheese, and gravy sauce, a lot of gravy sauce. Gravy sauce is super famous in UK in general, so that's like they combine all together, they mixed up, and that's the poutine dish. By the way, poutine, whatever, not the Putin, but poutine. It sounds very French, so it's good. Actually, it's very caloric. It's pretty heavy when you're gonna eat the whole big portion. I tried once with shawarma. That was actually good with the gyro. Uh, but that's cool. I mean, in general, it's simple and nice at the same time, and that's basically one of the few Canadian dishes. So I could say I like this one the most. Another question will be, why is everything so expensive in Canada? You know, guys, this question regarding is it expensive in Canada is very, very difficult to answer. More I travel, more places and countries I visited around the world. I used to live in 2 different continents, in 3 different countries actually, because I used to live in Poland, UK, and Indonesia, in Bali. I'm gonna say there is no such of thing like this country is more expensive than the other one, or maybe actually this is the thing, but everywhere will be expensive. If you ask any people in Bali, they will say, everything is so expensive right now. If you ask Polish people how it's in Poland, everybody will say, everything is so expensive right now. If you ask Australian people, they will say, everything is so expensive in Australia. You go to Singapore, every Singaporean person will say everything is so expensive in Singapore. You go to Canada or US, everybody will complain everything is so expensive here. So that's the worldwide problem. And of course, okay, now prices in Canada, they are 4 times higher than in Poland and probably 10 times higher than in Indonesia. However, prices in Canada, they are very similar to the prices in Singapore and Australia. Some things will be cheaper, some things will be more expensive, but overall it's very, very, very similar. Houses in Canada will be more expensive than in the United States. And probably some other things will be like petrol, for example. Petrol is cheaper here in Canada and in US rather than in Poland, and it's actually pretty big difference about the price, or maybe even to other countries even more in Europe. But it's actually petrol in Canada is pretty the same price like a petrol in Bali. So, you know, so this is all depends. It's very difficult. I could talk about this for a half hour or 1 hour, but for me, it's not about how it's expensive, it's about how big purchase power you have it for doing certain things here or there, or having a business or whatever. If you, everything is expensive, let's say here in Canada or in Poland, but you can make a good living after that. Of course, there will be so many high taxes and many other fees, but if you can do some certain work and have a good life here in Canada, US, in Poland, Germany, Singapore, wherever, or you do this, also the similar thing, similar kind of job in Bali perhaps, and you can barely survive one-to-one in the very first to first, and you can barely survive, and you have a very low life standard, low living standard, like in Southeast Asian countries, many countries do, then you realize like Canada or Poland or Singapore is not expensive. It's just our mindset is set up like this one. Everything is so expensive. But after that, eventually, at the end of the day, 99% of people will not leave it what you have right now here in Canada, US, Australia, Singapore, and you're not gonna leave it all, dump it, and live like a person in Indonesia, for example, who is doing also working hard, but basically have not much, right? So yeah, I think so. That's how I supposed to answer for this question, and I'm answering this question from my experiences. In this year, I visited all the 4 continents. I was already a few times in Singapore. I was in Australia, of course, living in Bali. Was in Poland. Was in Canada. Was yesterday in US. So I got some experience with it. I can say like that. So yeah. I will come back actually a little bit to this topic later on because I had some similar questions regarding the living. Okay, let's go another question. Where is Winnie? She should make a video in Bali, just a short one. Winnie's in Bali, basically. She's busy working and having some other stuff. She's doing some... She's actually busy with her other stuff, basically. She's also doing the driving license for the car right now. Also, she's doing some another courses and she's working in her new job, so it's busy. But also about this one is as we don't want to mess up, mixing up too many things. YouTube is my thing actually right now, always was actually my thing mostly. So I'm the main person behind the YouTube. Wherever I go, I will focus on where I am and I will film. When I'm in Bali, of course, I will making videos in Bali. But just because we were based for such a long time in Bali and overall till now we are based and I make most of my videos from Bali, doesn't mean as just because of this I have to, between I am now right now in Europe or in Canada, I have to make a videos in Bali as well. Or Winnie has to make it for me, or I have to hire somebody who will make a video for me. That's not the concept of this YouTube channel. When I come back to Bali, I will make it everyday videos from Bali. But right now we just don't want to mixing up, and Winnie also have her things to do. Why does your friend in Canada look like a douche? This is so funny, actually. Douche is very Canadian word. And it's a joke, I believe. He should answer for this question. Maybe tomorrow or any other day I gonna ask him. He will answer. He's not that shy on the camera. As you saw him already a few times, he will answer for this question. But this is must be joke in general. Douche. This is actually very sound French word, like I never heard anywhere douche word. But Canadian people who watching that are familiar with this word, they must laugh right now. You guys must laugh. So funny. I think you and Winnie need to move to Canada. Why not, actually? Why Canada? And maybe that person is from Canada, but generally, why not? Actually, why not? In general, if we could do something good for a living and having a good life standard in Canada, why not? Can you bring me back some ketchup chips from Canada? I will pick it up in Bali. Thank you, bro. You're welcome. I can do it. Just small pack, because all the Canadian American sizes, they're like bag of 700 grams or 1 kg of chips here, and they will take half of my luggage. I just came to Canada with the hand luggage actually. I don't have a check-in bags because, well, I'm just traveling light. I can bring you small pack of chips, so you can try the legendary North American. I'm not sure actually, they're only in Canada, but probably in US as well. Ketchup chips. But small pack. Let me know. You know my contact number. You can text me. When are you returning to Bali? How do you feel about this one? I'm returning in Bali at the end of October. That's the thing. And how do I feel about this one? Not getting, what do you mean? I feel like normally. I mean, what should I answer about what? How do you feel about this? I'm going back when I'm coming back. When the time is come, I will be back. End of October. Any business opportunities in Canada or Poland? Oh, yes. Actually, to be honest, if we are talking about this topic, there's plenty of business opportunities in Poland, so far as I know, and also quite a lot of opportunities in Canada in general, here or US or in Poland or in Europe in general. For me, there will be a lot of business opportunities, definitely way more than in Bali or in Asia in general. Also for me, as I'm originally from Poland, it will be way easier to making business, let's say, within Europe or even between Europe and Canada, or even in Canada, rather than in Asia. Even my wife is originally from Bali. And even for her, actually will be easier to make a business in Europe or in Canada. So that's the reality. So answer is definitely yes. What is your favorite part of Canada so far? So far, I didn't travel that much out of Toronto or Ontario state. Canada is huge. Canada is second biggest country in the world, bro. So I could spend here probably a year if I could like to explore really a lot and in the provinces up north and everywhere. But I definitely will like have to spend 2-3 weeks and travel a lot intensively between the states and cities and places. A lot of nature things to see. So far, I didn't explore that much. I was in Toronto. I was yesterday in the US. I was on Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls was really cool. Tomorrow I'm going to Banff. So that's gonna be very interesting. So that's gonna be interesting. Maybe that's Alberta State and Banff National Park will be my favorite so far what I visited. Maybe Niagara, maybe Toronto, we never know. But so far I just simply enjoy in Canada my time. I would have thought Canada would be colder. You are always wearing a shorts. That's actually a good question. Weather is great here. Weather is really great without any drops, and I'm very lucky with the weather considering as, let's say, I was just literally 1 hour ago outside. It's 29 degrees right now. It's 4th or 5th of October, beginning of October anyways, so it's cool. However, in next few days, on Sunday, I checked the forecast. It's saying it's gonna be 11 degrees here in Toronto, and at night gonna be very, very cold. The temperature will drop below 5 degrees. So now it's hot. Tomorrow may be cold. In Banff will be cold as well. However, it's sunny. It's not like this is like a golden autumn time right now. So in next month, November, already gonna be coming rainy and darkish everywhere. But so far, I'm very lucky with the weather. Nothing to complain about. It's really cool. I hope so the weather will stay like this until I leave. So till next Monday. Actually, till Monday, because it's already midweek. So are you going to move to another country with Winnie? That's another question. That's actually a very interesting question. Not sure why somebody would think like this one. But it's a good question in general. Maybe this is like you guys watching, some of you guys knowing me for more than 3 years. I'm making YouTube videos for more than 3 years, and you may have some feelings. Also, last year during the Christmas up to March, we were already moved out once of Bali. So probably yes. Whatever I'm gonna answer you, probably yes. But when, where, why, and how, I'm not gonna tell you anything right now. But most likely yes. But I will leave it this topic right here, right now. So you will have a little bit more curiosity, and also I need to have a more confirmation facts and plans until I'm gonna say something more, because I don't wanna say right now as I'm going somewhere and tomorrow I'm gonna change my mind and I'm not going anywhere. It may happen as well, but probably yes. When you are coming back to Perth asking for a friend, of course, bro, I know you're asking for the friend. I would like to go back to Perth anytime soon, but I'm not sure when I'm gonna do it. But one day, for sure, bro. Don't you worry about that. Actually, I really like Perth in Australia, so yeah, for sure, one day. I will take a drink. Actually, drinking Canada Dry. This is regarding the food. This is one of my favorite drinks here in Canada. It's genuine Canada Dry, which is like a ginger ale, very traditional brand here. I don't know since when they making it, but like it's very old company. So this one is cool. This one I really like it. I will definitely miss it. Not be able to buy it in Europe, and definitely not in Asia. But this one is cool. You should try it. Let me know if you like Canada Dry or ginger ale in general. How is Winnie doing in private school? She's doing all right. However, it's not like amazingly wow or something like that, because, well, life is not perfect, obviously, right? There are many good things, bad things, expectations, and overall life is not perfect. So I also would like to my videos from Europe and Canada getting way more views because they deserve definitely more, but they are not. But that's life, and I know that. So, and the similar thing is about her school, but she's doing generally all right. Any travel plans after Canada and Poland, Damian? Basically, yeah, after the Canada, I'm going to Poland, and after Poland, I'm going to Singapore. I'm gonna stay 1 day and 1 night in Singapore. Then I'm going back to Bali. I'm gonna stay in Bali for a while, and I'm gonna go to Bangkok in Thailand for a week with my Aussie uncle and auntie. By the way, greetings to you guys. Hope so you're watching still till this moment. So then we're gonna go to Bangkok. Then I come back, and then after that I come back to Bali. After that, I don't know. So far, not sure. It can be something big, or maybe I will just stay in Bali. All depends of many circumstances, and that's still plans for November. So far, I'm not planning that much upfront right now. And another question: you and Winnie prefer US or Europa for a living? Why US? Actually, if I'm in Canada, but maybe that person was thinking in generally about US and Canada and North America, maybe excluding the Mexico, because of course also North America, but focus more into Canada and US or Europe. For me, it doesn't really matter, actually, to be honest. I feel very comfortable here in Canada. I was feeling good yesterday in US. And I feel very well in Europe. Obviously, I'm born in Poland, so Europe is my home. But I don't mind, I wouldn't mind to living in North America. It's actually cool. So personally, for me, there's no problem. If I will get a good opportunities in Poland, I will live in Poland. If in other European countries, I will live there. Or if US or Canada, I will just come and live here. No problem for me. For Winnie, different story. I will have to ask her. She will need to answer personally for that. But as far as I'm concerned, she wouldn't mind to live either here or there. But probably at the beginning she will feel more comfortable in Europe. Also in Europe, within small radius of distance, you can visit many other countries, many different cultures, many different foods and everything, while Canada is huge and US is huge, and basically either Canada, US looks very similar. So I think for her, Europe will suit slightly better, at least at the beginning, but overall doesn't really matter. Can you bring me chocolate from Canada back? Why not? Sure, I will bring actually some chocolates for sure from here. But which chocolate would you like? Probably some American. Hershey or Reese's cups, which is peanut butter cups, very legendary here. Only mostly available in North America, very difficult to get in Europe. In Australia, this person is from Australia. Actually, in Australia, maybe you have it. I'm not sure. But overall, it's, yeah, sure, let me know. You know my contact number. You can text me. When are you back in Bali? Like I said previously, I'm going back to Bali in October, end of October. To be exact, that's gonna be around 25th or 26th of October. So next 3 weeks, at the end of October in general. I told you already where I'm gonna go between this time. So yeah, but in general, end of October. Except I'm gonna extend my stay, because I already extend my stay in Poland for a week. I intended to come back in mid-October, but I'm gonna stay 1 week longer in Poland, so that may change. But most likely I will stick to the plan of end of October. It's been already pretty long time actually outside of Bali. My wife missing me obviously, so I'll have to come back. What are you doing in Canada? Visiting my friend. My friend Louis, what you saw him already a few times, actually almost every day on my videos. We know each other already for a very longer while, for many years actually, and he's been in Bali many times, and he invited me all the times to come to Canada. I never go before, and now I got opportunity, I just come and visit. But at the same time, it's my first time in North America, first time in Canada, first time in US, so it's cool experience. Always wanted to come, got opportunity, so why not? Why are you asking actually? Ask me everything. So, but that's the thing. That's what I'm doing in Canada basically. When you are back in Bali, I just read, I love you. Oh, that's from Winnie. I love you, Sayang, as well. I love you too. When will you fly back to Bali? Like I said, end of October. Actually, a lot of you guys asking me when I gonna back to Bali. I know I made so many videos in Bali, so that's totally understandable. That's why also my views outside of Bali are lower, which is okay. Another question, oh, suits perfectly to this one, Canada or Bali? But why? You forgot about the Poland. But what should I answer for that? Depends. Probably depends, actually. I will answer for next question will suits me better to answer continuation between Canada or Bali. Do you prefer the organized infrastructure of Canada or the chaos of Bali? Even though Bali is chaotic, there is kind of pull where its tools lures you back. Enjoy your adventures. I would say Canada or Europe in general. I will say Europe or Canada. I'm gonna tell you why. Overall, after so many years living in Bali, in Indonesia in general, overall in Southeast Asia, I'm, to be honest, a little bit tired of living in third world country. Of course, Bali is beautiful and all of the stuff. It's always hot, always summer vibes, always party vibes right now, especially right now. They are mostly only party islands, party vibes. But living in first world country in general is way better for the future. You know, like I said a little bit about the prices in previous questions somebody asked me, I will say the same right now. I will definitely choose Canada or Europe in general over the Bali for a long term, for the long run. Because, you know, having nice weather, like I said, or cheap food or whatever, anybody reason is different. Mostly weather is not only what you need in your life. Bali is great for holiday. It's great for visit 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, or even leave everything and go visit for a 1 year. Many people do. It's great. But for a living, especially if you still young, it's very difficult. It's actually a very difficult place to living. And I know every country in Europe, I know every country in North America or in Australia and the first world country have problems. I know people hate high taxes for everything. Everything is expensive. Like I said already, expensive or not, this is different thing. The life is different. But even as my viewers, 99% of people will say, I love Bali, but you still guys living in your home, wherever it is, either Australia, Canada, US, Poland, Germany, whatever. So as you know, it's not that easy to live in Southeast Asia. Bali is no different. It's just another island in the third world country where is everything just simply very difficult. So I don't mind living in the first world country. Either it's Canada or either it's Europe or whatever it is. As long as I can have something good for a living and I can build some good life standard in general, which in Bali will be tough. Only just because weather is nice, that's not enough, unfortunately. Will Winnie do Makan Chantik vlogs again? Yeah, for sure, but not in Bali. Not in Bali, not in Indonesia, simply because videos of makan cantik in Bali, basically they look the same, every single one. Most of the dishes in Bali, they contain rice, and they are basically only variation of rice dishes, which doesn't really make sense. We make 7, we are basically cover most of them, and each video was already lower and lower performance because obviously it's the same. Also, we focus on the local dishes and the local places where most of the people will not go, like you guys, for example, for obvious reasons. So probably not. And we make a video also of top 3 cafes in Bali, what we actually uploaded on TheMonkeys. It was initially intention to make it on the Makan Chanting, but when we made it, we decided we're gonna make it on upload on TheMonkeys, which is actually the most of the audience from Makan Chanting coming from this channel. Well, 99% obviously. So the performance of the videos from the top 3 cafes was way better than most of my actually videos in TheMonkeys. So this is what people are more interested. Even there was the cafes, fancy cafes in Canggu and stuff. So yeah, but also Makan Chantik will be probably change the name in the future into some English name, probably. And the videos Winnie will make when we already living somewhere else and focus on totally different little bit different concept. But overall, we will come back to Macanchantic for sure. This channel is not dead, it's inactive, but will be active again one day. And where next? Well, I said already, actually I answer similarly for this question. And the last question is actually regarding the yoga retreats in Bali, in Ubud, of the best value. This is like little bit doesn't suit to this video today, but I will answer quickly as I appreciate every question. You can find a lot of yoga retreats in Ubud. Value, most of them they will have a similar pricing, so it doesn't really matter. Transportation from Denpasar airport to your accommodation, just take a taxi, Bali airport taxi or something. Go to the counter, there's the big sign on the wall or on the paper, how much is the taxi to the place. You will get a ticket, you will pay there or pay to the driver exactly what they ask you up front. That's the fixed price. Nobody will cheat you off. Just don't use the freelancer drivers who are asking you, approaching you, taxi, 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 and will be fine. Also, there is the Grab. If you have app, you have an internet, you can just order. Will be actually similarly priced. That's it. That's very simple as that. So that was all the questions actually. Hope so you enjoyed and hope so you are satisfied with my answers. If you have anything else what you would like to ask me, let me know, because those videos actually kind of good for me to make it. I can relax a little bit more, but also good connection between me and you. So far that's how the situation look like. What's the future gonna bring to us? I'm not sure yet, but definitely big changes are coming. That's 100%. Yeah, basically that's it. What I'm gonna say right now. Thanks so much for watching. Tomorrow I'm traveling to Banff, so that's gonna be something cool. That's the mountains vibes in Canada. Beautiful landscapes, beautiful nature, grizzly bears. Hope so they're not gonna attack me, so I'm gonna survive and continue making those videos. And any other animals there. That's cool. Yeah, thanks so much. See you tomorrow on next one. See ya. Take care, guys.